Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So y'all know we've been doing a little more gardening this year than what we've done in the past. We've done a couple of gardening videos. And we are by far not even close to being experts or master gardeners or heck even backyard gardeners. We have a brown thumb. Sandra and I have a brown thumb, but we have found something that works. And when you find something that works, you do more of it. So hang out with us for a little bit. We're going to do some more of what's been working. We'll show you what it is. We'll show you how we put it together and exactly what we're going to do with it. All right, so as y'all know, we have had some challenges with the garden this year. We put in a new garden, started out by killing the grass, putting out some cardboard, and then bringing in some compost and putting that on top of the cardboard to kind of manage the weeds and give us a good start on a place to plant. Had a couple areas where the compost was still kind of hot and it just has not done well. But the one thing that has done really well for us are the raised beds. And earlier in the year, we had bought some raised beds from another company and had been really happy with them. But I got to thinking, you know, we need some more raised beds. Those are just working good. So I got to do a little bit of research and found these, and these are from a company called Land Guard. I've also got some covers. They had some really nice covers. We'll show you those in a little bit. But let's get this out, put it together. We'll go down to the garden, we'll get it all set up, and we're gonna try planting some stuff today. We're right at the 1st of July. Today's the last day of June. And it's hot. Y'all, I'm about to melt in my shoes. But let's get this thing opened up and see if we can get it put together, see what it looks like. All right, everybody does enjoy a good unboxing video. And we're not gonna leave you without that quality content. So I've got two of these, got another one over there in the buggy, and then like I said, I also got some covers for it. We'll look at those here in a little bit. But I ordered a different color this time. These are more of a stainless, kind of a steel color. And first time looking at, man, these feel good. They feel very substantial. Let's get this thing out and put it together, see what it's gonna look like. And we do have instructions, thank the Lord. Looks pretty simple. So the nice thing about these garden beds is, you know, a lot of treated wood, plastic beds, those things will start to break down over time, especially if you've got a lot of extreme weather conditions. These beds, 18 gauge steel, and they've been tested to ensure that, you know, they don't leach a lot of harmful chemicals into the soil. So you've got good clean soil that works well for your plants. They're corrosive resistant. You don't have to worry about a lot of pesky bugs and that kind of thing. It keeps wild grass from growing up in your plants. And that's the nice thing about raised beds. Makes weeding a whole lot easier. Keeps your soil a whole lot cleaner, so you don't have a lot of weeding to do like with a big open area garden. You don't have to use a tiller or anything like that. Really nice for small areas. We're using them primarily for aesthetics. And also, you know, like I said, we've got good yield out of those other raised beds, and we thought that this would be a nice addition to the rest of the garden. Looks nice. I think they're gonna be really nice in the area. Another thing about this particular brand, they use material that reflects heat instead of absorbing it, so that's going to help keep the soil a little bit cooler this time of year. It's really hot out, man. We've had a lot of 90 degree days, so this will help reflect the heat, keep the soil a little bit cooler. And I think that's why our other garden beds are doing well, is it does keep the soil from getting really hot, and also helps to hold water, retain water a little bit, so you don't have to water as much. Yeah, we've been watering our garden, but I think these garden beds help as well, keep the soil nice and moist, so we don't have a lot of dried out areas for the plant. All right, here it is. Got her put together. These middle rods, they were just a little bit aggravating. Probably what we should have done is we should have done them a little bit different. Put the rods together and then not put the screws in the side, but came back and added those whenever we were putting the rods in. I think that would have worked out a little bit better. But it's nice, 6 foot by 3 foot. This is a big size bed. Feels like it's plenty sturdy enough, just like the other ones. So I'm excited to get it out there. We'll get some, we're gonna put some wood chips in it. We'll partially fill it with wood chips, and then we'll put some compost on top. And then I think we're gonna plant either some flowers or some carrots. I'm not sure which one we're going to put in this one. I've got another bed here. Probably won't get it put together today. I will take one of these covers out and show it to you. I got a cover to go over them. It's not the right time of year for it, but that's also something else I think will be really nice whenever we get into planting in the spring. This is a frost, and also in the fall. This is a frost cover, and we'll pull one of those out and show you here in a few minutes. But me and old Whistle Britches here. Smile, Whistle Britches. We're going to get this thing down here, and we'll get some wood chips and some compost in it. We'll get some stuff planted, expand our garden. So we're going to put this bed here, and then the next one, I got another one just like that. It will go right here. We may do that on a later video. But I thought while we're here, it'd be a good chance to kind of show y'all what's happening with the garden, what's going on. We've done a video on this before. This whole corner right here, y'all, I can't get nothing to grow. We initially thought the compost was too hot. It's had plenty of time to cool off, but we planted beans and they've not done anything at all. Same thing for corn up here. We have had some beans to come up, and a few out here, well, they look okay. But I mean, man, this is nothing. And they are, I don't know, they're just not doing very well.
There's some more coming up down there on the end.
It ain't but one or two, and it's hard to see them.
Yeah, I know.
Tomatoes, man, the tomatoes are coming on good. We're starting to get a bunch of small fruit out here. These are Romas. We planted a bunch of Romas, but the tomatoes are doing good. Got one plant up here, so it's not looking very swift. That guy right there.
It's because the top broke out of it very early, and it's just not recovered.
Yeah. So come over here and tell them what else you got going on, how everything's doing.
The tomatoes are doing great. The zucchinis and squash are doing great. We can't keep up with keeping them picked off.
So we picked a couple the other afternoon and just laid them up there beside the garden. We've not even done anything with them. But man, the zucchinis, I mean,
they're huge.
They're huge. I mean, they need to come off. You said a while ago, we may not do zucchini next year and squash.
We probably won't, because we don't eat that much of it, and it's doing exactly what it's doing now. It just goes out.
Yeah.
It goes crazy.
But I'll tell y'all what's doing the best of the daggone flowers. Some deadheads on those marigolds, but zinnias, look at these zinnias down here. These things are absolutely gorgeous. Those are some zinnias, more zinnias. I think the onions are done, don't you?
Yeah, they're ready to pull.
We're ready to pull onions. Put something else in there. More zinnias there, over there. Marigolds, look at there. Old Japanese beetle right on the marigold. Crazy things. So that's the garden. You know, it's dry, and we're beginning gardeners, aren't we? Is that a fair assessment?
Oh, Lord, yeah. We're not very good gardeners.
No. But we're trying. You know, you got to try a little bit.
Maybe we would do a little better if we concentrated on it more, but I just, yeah.
Hard to get it all done, ain't it?
Too many other things going on. I know I say that all the time, but.
All right, well, let's get this bed situated here. We're gonna put a little cardboard underneath it. And I've got some wood chips, and then we've got some more compost. We'll fill it up. What are we gonna put in this thing?
Zinnias.
Flowers.
One thing we have done really well with the garden this year is keep the weeds down.
Yeah, we have done pretty good about that. Of course, we've not had a whole lot of weeds either, have we?
Well, we've not let them get away from us.
Yeah, we've stayed ahead of them. So we're gonna plant some more flowers. Seems to be about the only thing we can grow well.
Might as well get on with it.
Might as well get on with it, that's right. That about right? What? Good? Well, that worked out pretty good, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I like these. They're nice and tall, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. Very nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna put some zinnias in here, ain't we?
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty. Looks good.
Well, it's hot, ain't it?
The compost is.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's hot, as in working hot. You know.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, there we go. Got those zinnias in there. Man, those are beautiful. Now on the other bed that will go here, I think we're gonna put some carrots in it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put some carrots in it. So that'll be the next thing. I got to get it put together. That's
There was a June bug.
A June bug?
First one.
Oh. Tomorrow's July. He needs to leave. Evict him. Only difficult thing about these, it just takes a little time to put them together. They're not hard to put together. It just takes a little time to do it. And it took me a little while to get this thing together because you really need two people. Especially on these tall ones, you're trying to reach in behind and hold the nut and turn the screw. I mean, it's a little bit, that's a little tough. But otherwise, I mean, they go together nice. They look, man, it looks beautiful. I like that kind of old school, corrugated tin look. I think it goes well with the rest of the garden. So really happy with these. Land Guard. I'll leave a link in the description down below. They've got a number of different sizes, a number of different shapes. Go over and check them out. Got a lot of choices for you. Yeah. Cover. Took me about 10 minutes to put it together. It's pretty simple. Just some metal pipe with some plastic PVC connectors. They just slide together. Probably would be best to take just like a small machine screw or a small self-tapping screw and put through each one of these just to hold it together. And then the cover, I fought with it just a little bit, but it goes on nice. It's a nice tight fit. And I can see where this would be really nice, especially like in the spring. You really could turn your garden bed into kind of a mini greenhouse with this thing by closing the covers up, and then you could open them up during the day if it was getting too hot in there. Kind of a medium grade plastic, feels fairly substantial, should hold up a season or two. The only issue that I would see is you may want to take and anchor the cover to the ground somehow with some kind of spikes or something. But this fits right over the garden bed. And again, this will give us, put the other one up. I'm gonna put some carrots in it, like I said earlier. But next spring, that'll give us 2 additional small greenhouses to get plants started in. So that'll work out pretty nice. Top flips back so you can reach over in here and do whatever you need to do. And then the whole thing, I can see where the whole thing, you just leave it together, the whole thing would just lift off and just set it back on. So, Land Guard, pretty nice little product. So real quick, I thought it'd be fun to bring that cover down, just set it over the bed, see what it looks like. And man, that is really nice. Plenty of room, doesn't fit super tight, but it fits over that bed really like it should. And if we unzip the top on one side, let's see how much room we've got to reach down in there and actually work if we wanted to. Oh yeah, that is just the right height. Especially with this taller bed. just the right height. You can reach in there. We could come in from the other side if we needed to. Get in here and plant, water, care for whatever we needed to do. So yeah, that cover is going to be really nice later this fall, and then again next spring. Like I said, we get that other one over here and get it set up. That'll give us 2 mini greenhouses in addition to our bigger greenhouse over there. It'll extend our season out. Man, that'll give us another weeks of grow time. Weeks of grow time. So that cover. If you're gonna get these, man, I'd recommend you get a couple of covers to go with them too. Super nice. All right, there it is. Really like these covers. I'm excited about this. This is going to be nice this fall whenever we start getting some frosty nights, and then next spring whenever we're trying to get things started and get them up and going. Like I said earlier, we've had a little bit of a brown thumb on the garden this year. The beans and the corn's not done really well. But the stuff that we've put in the raised beds has done really well. You saw those cucumbers and what they're doing. So like I said, we figured, hey, if something's working, just do more of it. So I appreciate the folks from Land Guard reaching out to us and asking if we'd be interested in these. I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. They've got a lot of different choices on colors and sizes and shapes and that kind of thing. So you can kind of mix and match and put together something that not only works well as far as garden space, but also looks nice, you know, in your yard or wherever you got your garden at. And that's kind of what we did. I like that kind of silver stainless steel look, so I think that's going to be really nice. I got to get that other one set up and get my carrots started. I love carrots. The best way to eat a carrot is pull that thing right out of the ground, wipe a little bit of the dirt off on your pants leg, and just gnaw into it right there. So I don't care for carrots that much. She likes to freeze them, use them in soups and stuff. But anyway, like I always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.